Hello friends, welcome to the studio and thank you for joining me here today. This is a place where we create things for fun and also learn about important people in art history. Why do you say? This is because these people have a lot of things in common with me and you. We hear about hard work, their patience, and other good traits that made them the great artists that they are today, even after they're long gone. So sit back and listen to the story, and then maybe after I read to you, it would inspire you to create your own art. Are you ready? Here we go. So our story for today, friends, is about Vincent van Gogh, and the title of the book is Camille and the Sunflowers, and it's written and illustrated by Lawrence Anholt. Where Camille lived, the sunflowers grew so high they looked like real suns, a whole field of burning yellow suns. Every day after school, Camille ran through the sunflowers to meet his father, who was the postman. Together, they would lift down the heavy sacks of mail. One day, a strange man arrived in Camille's town. He had a straw hat, a yellow beard, and quick brown eyes. "I am Vincent, the painter," he said, smiling at Camille. Vincent came to live in the yellow house at the end of Camille's street. He had no money and no friends. "Let's try to help him," said Camille's father. So they loaded the cart with pots and pans and furniture for the yellow house. Camille picked a huge bunch of sunflowers for the painter and put them in a big brown pot. Vincent was very pleased to have two good friends. Vincent asked Camille's father if he would like to have his picture painted dressed in his best blue uniform. "You must sit very still," said Vincent. Camille loved the bright colors Vincent used and the strong smell of paint. As Camille watched, his father's face appeared like magic on the canvas. The picture was strange, but very beautiful. There's Dad sitting for the picture painting, and then there was the picture after it was painted by Van Gogh. Vincent said he would like to paint the whole family: Camille's mother, his big brother, his baby sister, and then at last Camille himself. Camille was very excited. He had never even had his picture taken with a camera. Camille took his painting to school. He wanted everyone to see it, but the other children didn't like the picture. They all began to laugh. This made Camille very sad. After school, some of the older children started teasing Vincent. They ran along behind him as he went out to paint. Even the grown-ups joined in. "It's time he got a real job," they said, "instead of playing with paints all day." Camille sat for hours watching Vincent work. It was very hot, but Vincent worked fast. He painted the sunflower fields and even the sun itself. "He is the sunflower man," said Camille to himself. But no matter how hard Vincent worked, he could never sell any of his paintings. "If I had a lot of money," Camille said, "I would like to buy them all." "Thank you, my friend," laughed Vincent. One afternoon, as Camille and Vincent were coming back from the fields, some of the children from Camille's school were waiting. They shouted at Vincent and threw stones at him to stop. But what could he do? He was only a small boy. At last, he ran home in tears. "Listen, Camille," said his father. "People often laugh at things that are different. but I've got a feeling that one day they will learn to love Vincent's paintings. That night, Camille had a strange dream. He saw Vincent standing in the moonlight high above the town. Vincent had stuck candles on his hat so that he could see. The sunflower man was painting the stars. Early the next morning, Camille was awakened by a loud knocking at the door. Some men were from the town had come to see his father. "Listen, postman," they said. "We want you to give this letter to your friend. It says he must pack up his paints and leave our town." Camille slipped out through the back door. He ran down the street to the yellow house. It seemed very quiet inside. Then Camille saw the sunflowers he had picked for Vincent. They had all dried up and died. Camille felt sadder than ever. Vincent was upstairs packing his bags. He looked very tired, but he smiled at Camille. "Don't be sad," he said. "It's time for me to paint somewhere else now. Perhaps they will like my paintings there. But first, I have something to show you." What do you think Vincent van Gogh is going to show Camille? Let's find out. Vincent lifted down a big picture. There were Camille's sunflowers, bigger and brighter than ever. Camille looked at the paintings. Then he smiled too. "Goodbye, sunflower man," he whispered and ran out of the yellow house into the sunshine. That's what Vincent wanted to show Camille. Camille's father was right. People did learn to love Vincent's paintings. Today, you would have to have a lot of money if you wanted to buy one. But now, people all over the world go to museums and galleries just to see Vincent's paintings of the yellow house, of Camille and his family, and especially the picture of the sunflowers. So bright and yellow, they look like real suns. The end. So what do you think about the story? So friends, did you enjoy the story I shared with you about Vincent van Gogh? If you did, maybe you're inspired to draw your very own sunflower. How about we end this video here so I could prepare for the second part of this lesson where I share with you some tips on how to draw your very own sunflower. Okay, bye for now, and I'll see you in a little bit. Bye!